One of mine and Gab's favourite artists and people, Stevie Nicks. We got to see her for the first time last year down in London, part of British Summertime Festival, and she was phenomenal. It was a very emotional gig, especially when you followed someone's career for that long and then you see them live for the first time. But it got me thinking back to when me and Gab covered Rhiannon, Landslide, particularly Rhiannon, and I did kind of like a little hybrid of picking the main riff along with the bass line, and I did it fairly simple. When I got requested a few times privately to teach it, I kind of honed in on the picking hand and sort of spiced it up a little bit to sort of include more of what the bass rhythm is actually doing as well as the main riff. So I thought we could look at that today. Just the main riff, and if you want any more you can grab that on my Patreon, but it'll make for a cool little magical, haunting, finger-picked melody that you can practice. This is the bit I'm talking about. So we're going to be combining two elements. A little bass line that goes like this. And some double stops over the top that are harmonizing. Let's start with the double stop. So index finger fret 1 of the B, middle finger fret 2 of the G, and you're going to use index and middle of your picking hand to kind of pinch them together. Move that up a tone, then put the third and pinky on frets 5, same two strings, back where you came from, and then open. Now you're going to take the middle and third fingers, move them down a strings to D and G, your middle two strings, both on fret 2. So that's your A minor half. Now the F half, you're literally going to take an F major triad, start on the D and the G, and then open G and B again, back to that first and second fret. 2 opens, back down to the F, major third. A minor half, F major half. Now the bass line that we're going to do, you want to see it as a single hit, 2 sets of 3, and then back to single. Your F, you're going to grab with your thumb. Exact same rhythm. The reason we're doing it with the thumb is so that we have that flexibility to lift off and hit the open strings, because if we were barring, disaster. At the end there, I sometimes fill the void with a little call and response between the root, the major third, the root, and the octave of the root. Now the tricky thing is to combine the bass line with the double stops. We've learnt them individually, but if you're seeing them as two things running parallel, and that's kind of overwhelming, let's put it as one pattern now, okay? So, pinch the first bass note with the double stop, second double stop by itself, and then you're going to do bass, pinch with the 5s, bass. you can hear it come together. It's a sequence that's running those two parallel things at the same time. Pinch, everything together, fingers, bass, pinch, bass. And you can see if you run that over and over again, suddenly it starts coming to life. And it should help make learning things like this that seem really difficult a lot easier. To get back, we kind of have the opposite of what we've just done. We're going to go pinch, bass, pinch, fingers. Pinch, bass, pinch, fingers. Together. All that's left to do is hit the open A, bring these two fingers into the middle, completing that A minor shape, and then two open A bass notes. Together. Now the F half can be broken down and practiced exactly the same. It's just a little bit different. That's where it gets tricky. So let's set ourselves up. Thumb on the F in the bass, pinch the 3-2, then the open GB. Now what you're going to do is bass note F, thumb, then pinch with the 2-1, and then just the bass. And that's your 3. To go back, you're keeping that thumb on the F. You're going to start with 2 pinches with the open strings, and then just the bass with the thumb by itself, and that's your 3. That's the tricky part. Then stick these 2 fingers on the 3 and the 2. You stick those extra 2 notes in like I do at the end, or just ride that F in the bass. Together, the F half goes like this. Back to back with the A minor now. Sometimes I hold fingers down for a little bit of sustain where I want, and I also like to add a little E minor transition nod in the middle between the A minor and the F to spice it up, which you can do here. So that would be just going to open E in passing and lifting up this third finger and having the E, D, G strings picked. And obviously you've got E minor being made here. And that resolves very nicely to the F, so. Yeah, it's a very cool way to play Rhiannon by yourself without full band. And you could do it with a singer, you sing yourself. Because the actual vocal melody is following that double stop melodic line anyway. But yeah, it's not too long, but it's more complicated than it looks to do it well. So I thought it'd make for a cool little short lesson, fingerstyles, on a magical song. I think it's about an old Welsh witch, isn't it? Doesn't she say that when she plays it live sometimes? No offense to any Welsh witches out there. But yeah, it's worth shining some light on, and I enjoy playing it, and I hope you do too. If you want the tab to go with this and the rest of the song, you can grab that on my Patreon. As always, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, bell next to it for more videos like this, and leave me a comment below. Let me know if you're enjoying yourself or there's something else you'd like to see me shine some light on. I'll do my best. Until then, I'll see you later.